Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons The Second Age. How are we all doing?
We're doing good.
Pretty good.
Excellent. So without further ado, as we are running quite late this evening, who wants to go ahead and tell me exactly what happened the last time we played this game?
Well, the last time we played this game many years ago, or at least that's how it feels. We were in the closing days of our celebration of the completion of the keep, our new, actually stone keep.
Yes.
We had a few fun in-character roleplay interactions between various characters, which you might as well just go back and watch yourself, because I mean they're roleplay interactions. I'm not going to be able to summarize the whole thing now.
Yeah.
But the gist is we said goodbye to everyone. Everyone was relatively happy. We had some fun chats, and then we returned to business with going back up to Argent to have a look at the Orrery and its finished upgrade that will give us the proper visualization of the extra planes, which we so desperately needed. So of course we turn it on with our knowledge of this magic we're looking for. We scan for those weird totems, and we find 3 signatures in a very weird place, because at first it doesn't even look like they're anywhere. But I can't remember the exact name of the place within the Abyss, but basically
The
deep
Demon
in
Web.
the Abyss.
The Demon Web.
Yes. Which is actually, it was, whilst also simultaneously being a layer of the Abyss, it is a network of tunnels that connect the 66th layer of the Abyss to all of the other layers.
Spooky. Yeah, basically, real fucking scary. So, of course, the plan now is, well, we gotta get down there. So we basically somewhat disassembled the Orrery. We took the crystal out, we took the compass out to help us navigate to our destination. Everyone's probably going to be studying the crystal in our absence, because goddamn, that's a really cool crystal. At which point we realized that we've got to get in there somehow, and so we need to begin preparations to make it so we can actually safely navigate the Abyss. Which means we're going to need to recreate the amulet that Kelariis and Arya recovered from ancient dragonborn wizard lady person. We're going to have to make some copies of that amulet for all of us, and make a buttload of other preparations to even consider going to the Abyss. Luckily, we already have a tuning fork to teleport there, but there's also no telling where in the Demon Web we will end up. So it's going to be a lot of navigating once we get there, so we need as much time as possible.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Regrettably, it seems like my efforts to restore all of the music tracks has not worked. They are still broken. So, yeah, I guess we are probably going to do this without music, so you'll have to just put your own music on for this session.
Oh.
Which is unfortunate, but never mind.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry, Dave. Not that the music is ever loud enough to hear over us talking. But
yeah, true. Or potentially Dave's Hearts of Iron 4 game, or EU4 game, or CK3 game.
Whatever Dave is playing at the time. Yes.
Whatever Dave's playing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you guys are sort of beginning to gather your things, and are you teleporting back straight away, or are you doing things here first? I can't remember.
I mean, there's probably things we could buy here that might be easier to find, that would need to be that we'd need to recreate the enchantment, like the necklaces.
Yeah.
Because we need specifically amethyst jewelry, don't we?
Yes, you do.
And yeah, this is a much bigger city than Ivywood Market, so it might be easier to pick up things like that, like quality crafts like that here than down there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yep.
So I guess we're doing a bit of shopping up here first.
So yeah, I guess. I guess go ahead, Elizabeth. Oh, sorry. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, I feel like there's several, like, most of our shopping is probably better off here because potions and stuff sounds, odds
Yeah.
are better that we
Yeah.
find it here. Holy water, I'm not sure of.
Kelariis can make holy water.
Yes.
Yes.
Kelariis
Sorry,
can.
But I
me.
still need
Oh, you
materials
need
for it.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
silver dust.
So I'm sure these guys like silver.
Yeah,
We've
you
got some silver dust.
can definitely get your hands on Solidus. Okay, so Elizabeth, can you? Well, actually, it doesn't have to be Elizabeth. Can somebody make me a? I guess just give me a flat wisdom roll.
Well, I
Not
volunteer not to do a wisdom roll.
Yeah.
I think it's between me and Kelariis.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I think you're still. What is?
I've got 14.
I mean, it's still better than me.
Okay.
And it makes most sense that Elizabeth does it anyway. Elizabeth knows what she's looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, flat wisdom. Here we go. Didn't even work. Oh, no, that did.
Okay.
Oh, yep, 7.
Can you give me a follow-up Arcana roll?
Why are all of our wisdoms so shit?
That's better.
Otherwise,
Okay.
you'd have actual good plans.
Because our wisdom.
That's
Yeah.
intelligence. Wisdom is not plans.
Well, because one wisdom character, left.
Like, because we come up with plans that could work, however, just unwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
So Elizabeth, you know the spell components that you need to complete this, but your knowledge of where to acquire them is somewhat limited. So
I guess I've not been leaving the Moon District very often.
you have not. So I'm going to say it takes you probably the good part of a day to sort of scavenge around and try and find the right components to make this, or to begin setting up this enchantment, and it is not going to come cheap.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Actually, I need to.
Oh yeah, 'cause, like, we also, if possible, wanted to make a spare because just in case somebody uses one.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because I was like, we ain't
So
gonna
what
get a replacement down
Yeah.
there.
Also, what about Lyra? Do we need to make one for Lyra?
Do you think?
Probably.
Don't know. Like, because Lyra is always special.
Yeah, speaking from a mechanical standpoint, the effect that this would have on summoned creatures doesn't quite work in the same way that it works on player characters. So I'll say it's probably not necessary.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just to save you putting the effort in for something you don't actually need. I need to look at something very quickly.
God, it's so weird without music.
It's very strange without music. I'm sorry, I tried my best.
Just sit with your own thoughts.
Just put your own music on.
I don't like my own thoughts.
Just put some music on. It's fine.
That's effort.
As someone
Okay.
would said, "Girl, put your records on."
That is certainly a thing that has been said before.
Like, yeah, you can literally just type in D&D in Spotify and it just comes up D&D background music. It's like,
Oh,
Nice.
Although, what is what? Don't ask. Oh my god, there's a lot in that list.
Okay.
Don't pick battle music, not yet.
Yeah.
Well, battle music is the one thing I might actually have because I have some uploaded. So, it's all going to be Destiny music, but
That's fine.
It just means that
I mean, is it usually always Destiny music anyway?
It's usually a
No.
lot of Destiny music.
you know there's been different stuff.
okay.
Apparently
So,
there's a song on Spotify called D&D is gay, and then in brackets, but so am I, so this tracks.
Nice.
Oh, fine.
okay. So the total cost of producing, or sorry, producing the item of producing an enchantment of the market value of this necklace that you're trying to produce times 4 puts you at around 6,000 gold. The individual components will not cost that much, but just to set a sort of standard where you're aiming at.
Okay. So we're gonna have to cough up roughly 6,000 gold.
No, not quite, because you are doing the majority of the hard work yourselves.
Oh, okay.
So I need to punch this into calculator because my mental maths is bad. So that is 6. So it is going to take you, Elizabeth. It is going to require 1,800 golds worth of crafting components, and that would be 1.5 weeks worth of work. Oh wait, no, hang on, that's yeah. I'll say because you're working on them the whole time, all 4 of them doing the same thing. Let's call it 2 weeks of work.
Cool.
And this is for all of them combined.
For all 4 of them combined, yeah.
Okay. Wait, but we need 5. Well, we wanted 5.
Oh yeah, so
Because we are gonna lose one. I
uh,
don't know why,
Or it's
but
gonna
like
break, or
I feel like something is gonna
It's
have to
always
happen.
good to have a backup.
Yeah.
You know, wear them under your clothes, but we'll keep a backup just in case.
Oh yeah, and before well, it's not gonna matter just yet. But before we go, Kelariis should probably prepare banish.
Yeah,
for
so-
the
Yeah.
second.
so
So
make
I didn't
that
realize the
make-
issue with that plan though is that I can't banish myself, I assume? Right?
Well, it's a sacrifice for the greater good. No.
I mean, yeah, like I'll do it. I don't think you understand, but
No.
does
No, I believe
does
you.
banish break concentration? Does it break the target's concentration? Because if not, then you can.
I don't
I
think it
don't
would.
know actually. I don't.
myself.
Does it inflict incapacitated?
Let me check. Hold on. I think it might.
I don't remember being. I think.
Yeah,
no, I
while
don't-
there, the target is incapacitated.
Oh, but that's only if you
Oh, that's
send them
the
to the
demi-plane.
demi-plane.
Yeah. If they're going back to our home.
Oh no, I don't think it does because I think it just because it says that the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on. The target is banished with a faint popping noise returning to its home plane. It doesn't say anything
Yeah.
about being
So
incapacitated for that one. Okay, so that would actually work.
So that would work. Yeah.
Wild. Okay.
Cool. Also, if it ever comes down to that, sorry, Arya. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna go back to the Feywild.
Well,
Yeah, but I mean,
literally-
Arya can get back from the Feywild.
Yeah, we'll have to go pick her up or something.
That said, I have no clue where we would end up after we do that.
Oh god, yeah, that's true. It'll just put us anywhere on the plane. Oh, we'll probably all be separated.
But like, I feel like we've better odds of getting like anywhere, there than.
I mean, I guess
we
that's for
have,
emergencies, isn't it?
It is your panic button option. So for 5 amulets, by the way, 2,250.
2,250.
22500.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
not
like
bad, actually.
we should just generally avoid doing banish until we absolutely have to. So.
Oh yeah, no, like it's only in case of Elizabeth being somehow unavailable.
Yeah.
You can say dead.
Well, I
Well,
was
I might
was
not be dead.
considering what about mind control and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I might not be dead. Come on.
Or what if Elizabeth gets successfully banished by someone else?
Also
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that would be bad.
See,
That'd be
now
really
if
bad.
both of us get banished, we're absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's also
Yeah.
a problem. If they banish Kelariis as well, you two are fucked.
Look,
I mean, I suppose I could put banish. Could I put banish into the the ring that we have?
Theoretically.
Yeah.
So we could use that as an extra panic button for you two.
Yeah,
But you
all
know,
three of us. Yeah, but then what happens if 3 of us get banished?
okay, yeah, but at
Well.
that point we're in a bad spot.
Yeah, like at that point
Yeah.
we're just fucked anyway.
like
So.
you,
At that
you
point,
can
it's
only,
game over.
You can only prepare so much.
It's game over,
Yeah.
man.
Game over.
Yeah,
Game
like
over.
if you want, I could put a if we're because especially if we're doing this ahead of time, I can put a 5th level banish in there because it how many levels does it hold? I don't remember.
Like 6 or 8.
I think it's 6.
It's
I
6.
believe it's 6, yeah.
If we empty it, I can put a 5th level in there ahead
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah, because we were keeping message in there, I believe, before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But, like,
tracks.
I guess
What is it? Here
I
we go,
guess
Ring
this
of
takes
Spellstorm.
priority for now. Yeah, we'll put one of those in there.
Actually, it only stores up to 5 levels.
Oh, it's only
Still
5
alright.
levels, okay.
Well,
Okay, well I
that
mean
works.
that still works, so
It'll be the only spell in there.
yeah. But I mean I think like it might be a good
Okay.
trade.
So,
Yeah.
whoever is holding the ring, make a note of that.
Who is holding the ring?
I think it's Arya.
Probably.
It's usually Arya.
If there was message in there, that would make sense because Arya goes off on her own a lot, and
Yeah.
well, not a lot, but you know.
I think Grim has it.
Oh. Well,
Like I'm
Well,
looking.
Decide
Somebody has it
decide
now.
now who has it.
Okay. I guess I just want Arya to have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arya's got a whole
Because
life ahead of
Grim does have his own panic button, if desperate.
oh, true.
Oh yeah,
you.
I actually
he
do.
He
I
can
didn't
whoosh
even
himself out of there.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that.
You can use Wish to cast Teleport. There you go.
Yep.
Plane Shift or Banish.
Oof.
I mean,
Using
at that
it,
point,
using
maybe
using a
Grim
wish
is
to
a-
cast banish is
Yeah, it's a bit.
That would be really last resort.
That would be really stupid.
I mean, I think at that point, Grim should be our second way out, perhaps, or I guess third way out if like Arya
Yeah, like-
isn't, or if Kelariis and Elizabeth are both gone, because then he can get. Well, I guess even with a 5th
Yeah.
level banish, you could get 2 people, so it doesn't really matter. But
I suppose. Well, I suppose
Well,
he
like-
could.
but
He
like-
could. He could wish that he and Arya were banished.
But basically, what it comes down to, everybody has a way to get themselves out in case.
Yeah.
just in
Yeah.
case.
I mean,
We all
Grim's
have
is
a
like
panic
really the nuclear option, but
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like the truth is, if it's so desperate that we need Wish to get out, we can probably use the Wish to just fix things anyway.
fix the situation. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I've got. Now I've gotten
But
a
yeah.
really stupid meme in my head.
Oh well, but I think that is basically all that we wanted.
Okay.
Like everybody has health potions, right?
I've just got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We want some health
Uh,
potions. I don't know if I
so
have
much
one.
shit on the
Oh,
I have
I've
one
got a
new
greater one.
I need
Yeah,
to double check.
that works.
I don't. Oh, I do have one. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I just had this stupid thought of like fucking Titania going, "You can't defeat me," and Grim going, "I know, but he can," and just pointing to Wish.
Should we invest in a second set of like diamond dust for revivify, or are we okay with just one? I know that's a lot of money, but
I think I'd like 2.
Well, we can take a second. So
okay.
It wouldn't be
That's 300 gold's worth of diamond dust.
so 300 gold coming out of the bank.
Uh,
And then we'll just make a bottle of holy water.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much holy water do you want to make? Because getting the materials is not an issue.
We'll just do a bottle each. That makes for a nice round 100 gold.
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
I'm assuming because we're doing this over like several days that spell slot marking off is not like an issue.
Yeah, no, you basically have what did I say? Like 2 weeks of Elizabeth working on this stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And I think that's basically all that we wanted, right?
I also have 2 holy water arrows left, so.
Oh, that
nice.
works.
Ah.
Useful.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
I will say in the meantime, so are you going to do? Are you going to spend the whole 2 weeks in Argentellarind, or are you going to go back?
I feel like we should go back.
I think we should go back, mainly because they don't want us there.
Yeah.
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 You know.
Okay. So in that case,
Because if we get attacked while magically making things by them, then it's gonna just piss off the elves even more.
when you
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, so you teleport back on the day or day after. You have still technically got to take Jaldrum home, but we can sort of like gloss over that.
That's okay. I can just do. I can do 3 teleports in a day.
Quick hop and skip.
Yeah. Well, he did say he wanted to stay around for like a few more days after you left, so
Yeah.
he'll still be around for a couple of days. Arya, you will when you return back to the thing, you find the letter that I sent you previously. It is not posted, obviously, because it was written while she was on the premises, but it was left for you.
God, you two might as well be writing each other letters at this point.
Oh, that wouldn't be quite the same.
Yeah.
And I have a significant amount of letters to each other in this campaign.
Also, it would be kind of pointless because I can just DM Luka anytime I want.
That is true.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel the same now, does it?
Yeah, it's not the same as receiving a handwritten letter.
It's also not handwritten.
Yeah, it's literally I send things in a Google Doc, and it wouldn't be the same because it also wouldn't be characters. But yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't work on many levels.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you receive your letter. You take Jaldrum home. Do you mention your plans to anyone whilst you are doing this?
Oh, I assume I tell Jaldrum.
Okay.
I think I don't think we're gonna inform anyone too many people because
we should tell we should tell our top people at least.
I think only just before we go, because the amount of effort we went through to get this information,
true.
Like we should keep it very close to just before we leave.
Yeah. Okay.
Although, if Arya's gonna tell, then we can't stop. But and I don't think we would mind too much.
I mean, I don't think Jaldrum's going to tell anyone.
So
she has a right to tell her boyfriend.
Yeah, the official directive is from Grim is to keep silent, but you decide that you will take the chance and tell Jaldrum. I will say, Jaldrum receives this news, not poorly, but he is very clearly concerned for your well-being.
What? What's wrong? There's nothing wrong.
You're going to the demon web in the abyss. That's what's wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that. No, I mean, I expected him to not be.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that he's unhappy. He is just frightened.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah. By the way, we've only just actually come out to the fact that we're dating 2 my closest friends, and we're making plans to make it so that people would be okay with it on a more general level. But by the way, I'm leaving, and I might never come back.
Well, we
do come back. There's also a chance that I'll come back a completely changed human being or a completely changed person who is not sane.
You don't think about those details too hard. If you think about that, what can you do really?
I can guarantee Jaldrum will be thinking about those details.
Just gotta have a little faith in Miss Kick-Ass.
All I'm saying is
Yeah.
a literal god could tell me that's where they were going, and I'd still be concerned.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, he very much has the superhero girlfriend problem right now.
You're doing what?
Yep.
No more
Stay safe and
surprises.
saving the world. I'll be waiting.
Yep.
It's
Oof.
fine. I thought my political problems were
Oof.
bad.
I'm also like topping up on caltrops and some basic things.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
bring some climbing kits because
Okay.
every
We always
time
do need those.
we always need climbing kits.
You always need
And
climbing
then we're always like,
kits.
don't we have a climbing kit? And it's like, no.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the demon web. It's gonna be like, you have to climb a cliff, and we're gonna go, no,
No.
climbing kits.
Honestly, like all I've bought is climbing kits and caltrops. That's all.
Climbing kit and caltrops.
What else
I
do you
don't know
need?
if demons would really care that much about caltrops, but sure.
I mean,
Well-
they can't hurt.
Like it's not because I think we need them, but it's because we used them last time.
I suppose that's
Um,
true.
Cool, and that's another 100 gold. Well, 103 gold. Poof.
What else are we gonna buy? A bag of ball bearings.
Yeah, maybe.
Just haha, fall over. The demons will slip on these ball bearings.
Some fucking Scooby-Doo shit.
Yeah.
Well, you
And
say
then
that. That is
demon-
literally
then
what they
the
do.
demon comes off, and
It
oh
is
my
good.
word!
I would've
Old
gotten away
Man
with
Smithers!
it. Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
He was the
I-
Baylor all along.
How many days of food are we bringing?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I would say at least a week.
I was gonna say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, I don't think we mind if the food just spoils, so we'll just make it free.
Okay.
It's like rather waste food in the abyss than not have food in the abyss.
Yeah.
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 Like-
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. So what's that? 4 times 21.
Also, what if we, chance find some person wandering around the demon web who's actually, sane, who we might want to rescue?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with
Seems
you,
unlikely.
chances are low.
Oh,
I-
yeah, incredibly
Yeah.
low. But we probably didn't think our chances of finding anyone wandering around to go take on the. We went to go rescue Puck either, and well,
Yeah, but like, I feel like, well, we went to a quote unquote prison, and like, I feel like in a place where everybody goes insane, will you really trust a stranger?
Yeah.
I mean, we trusted a stranger in a prison.
Yeah, but like we're going to the place where like the servant of the god of insanity is.
That
Like
is
they
true.
do that have been known to delve or dabble in deception quite well.
Actually, speaking from related to our earlier conversation of ridiculous feats in things, the god that laughs in all languages at the same time. How does that work?
It's psychic.
Don't worry about it.
Magic.
But I think that is everything we could possibly need. Unless Arya wants like something like more special arrows or something. I don't know if we can get those.
Can we get anti-demon arrows?
Yeah, can
Well,
I have an anti-demon arrow?
Yeah, but the holy arrows are basically anti-demon. Sometimes
Yeah. Much.
depends
Get
on
some-
the demon.
Get some holy arrows.
Going back to a previous conversation, bullets will be fine.
Exactly.
Let's get Arya a gun.
God. Grim can make me a gun, right?
I feel like like
I don't think
you No.
he's good at making things.
considering that we barely knew what gunpowder was.
Yeah. I don't know if we're at the level of effective handguns yet.
Like perhaps if he was curious and like spent time on it, maybe. But like
Yeah.
that would be a long process.
Give him a
Maybe
couple
in
of
50.
give him a couple of weeks. He could make an IED, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a couple decades, he could maybe come up with a regular cannon, but it'll be a few
And then-
decades after, and it'll be a few decades after that until he gets one you can actually just carry in your hands.
No, it depends on the risks I take. Might lose an eyebrow or two.
Wow. I'll be honest. You're probably more. I mean, given the rate of canon development technology in this in the real world, it's far more likely you'll lose a leg, or your life, or both.
I got wish. It's fine.
You have wish
We
now. what are you
cannot
still-
rely on wish for everything. I
Nope.
will
I wish Arya had a gun.
Oh my God.
Oh, but then I would need to know what a gun is before I can wish one into existence.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That is true.
But no, I think we've got everything. Anybody else got
Oh.
any clever ideas?
Can we carry some extra silver dust with us?
Oh,
You can.
Because I realized that I can change people's alignments back if I do a good enough insight check.
Oh.
With ceremony. But I need.
Oh,
silver
yes,
dust.
you can.
I was
Awesome.
checking my spells and I was like, there's got to be something else that I should prep that's like really useful. And I was just reading, I was like, what the fuck does ceremony do?
I totally forgot that does that.
I also forgot because I was like, I can make water, I can make people, I can marry people, I can do some
can
weird
marry
shit. But I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know what else I can do with the spell.
I love that you can marry people so good it gives them buffs.
I know. I'm just like, y'all, this is such a good wedding. Don't worry, I got this.
That's what we need to do. Arya and Jordan need to get married the day before we leave.
No, but they need to be
Yeah,
within
give
30
a
feet of
buff.
each other for anybody to benefit.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah,
Well,
true. We'd have
I
to
was
take
gonna
Jordan
say
with
that's
us.
Do not want to take Jaldrin with us. Sorry, Jaldrin.
Yeah,
Jordan can have an adventure.
I don't know. He's not that.
Your boy
He's
can work.
just cowering behind you for the whole adventure, just for that
Yeah.
tiny AC bump.
That'd be, and I'd like to point out, that would be a hell of a honeymoon.
He's just
Yeah.
Maybe
not
like, I
really-
don't want to do this again, please.
Where did you go for your honeymoon? Oh, you went to the demon web in the deep abyss.
I feel like
I
you
want
can
a
summarize
divorce.
it in one word: trauma.
Trauma. Yeah.
Oh, what did your wife get you for a wedding gift? Trauma.
She got me drunk. Yeah,
Healthy
Oof.
dose of trauma.
because Jaldrin is not a fighter.
He is not.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. He's a lover,
He
not a fighter, as evidenced by,
Actually,
you know.
really is not good. I've never seen his stat page, but I assume it's like not. It's like 5, 5, 5.
Wow.
Wow, you have a very low estimation of your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Just
very high.
because you have
depending if those are
literally
mobs.
superhuman agility
Uh,
Yeah,
Does it-
and
doesn't mean he only has 5. I was gonna say maybe he's got like 8 strength and like 12 dex, but like, come on.
I just
Oh, you know.
he's not that great.
Damn.
Well,
Why are
he
you
only-
dating him then?
You know, he only beat
Because he's
Aileron in the
mine. It's
shooting
for his
contest.
mind.
You know,
It's for his mind.
God, every time.
he technically is a CR9 creature, so he's not a pushover.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad actually.
Oh, you could take
Wow,
on
that's
the whole
actually
horde
way
of
better.
commoners.
Yeah.
Proud of you,
You're
Jaldrin.
better than me.
Is that the metric?
Yep.
Oh, you could take on a horde of commoners.
Nice.
Yeah.
Since when were you a local lord?
Ever since I started using.
Well, ever since he built a keep.
That's a good point,
Literally-
actually. Yeah. Slaps roof of companion. This bad boy could defeat so many commoners.
You know, just
Oh
just
my
don't tell
God.
Kelariis because she'd have my head. No.
Yeah.
Also, it'd be less you like tapping his head and more like tapping his like leg.
Yeah, also true.
Yeah.
Unless you were on like a stool or he was sat down, or both.
I don't know. He could tap his back probably.
No,
You just like smack him in the knee so he kneels and you pat him on the
No, clearly, once
It's
Grim is
amazing that-
actually in charge,
Honestly-
he just gets like those plateau shoes, like just 5-foot
Oh my
plateau
God.
shoes.
Oh god, please don't. It'll be like that fucking. You know, that'll be really bad though, because it'll be like that time the Romans tried to walk through a swamp on stilts. You'll just get pushed over.
I saw an amazing version of the salesman meme recently where it's just like cars in summer, slap proof of car. Ow, that's really hot.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially if it's a black car
Yes.
or other like really dark coloured car.
Can relate my car being a black car.
Oh, they're so warm. It's even worse getting inside them as well.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then you sit down. I literally the other day it was about
It is
80
like getting into a
degrees.
preheated oven.
Yeah, but I was sitting in my car and I had to get up and I had the very uncomfortable sensation of my thigh sticking to the back of the seat.
Ooh.
I was like,
You know it's a bad time when you get out of the car and you just go.
Yeah, literally. It was gross. I was like, oh, we're in that part of the year now.
Yeah.
It's like, I see how it is.
Gross.
Anyway,
Vinny, could you expend 100 gold for
Oh,
the
yes.
silver dust plus?
Yeah.
Because then I can do it once for each of us,
Yep.
if necessary.
if necessary.
I doubt you're gonna use it on yourself, but you
Oh,
know, we can hope.
because I'm not immune to it, so like. Oh yeah, I guess so.
Oh god, yeah. What if it becomes
Because
evil?
if I get changed, I suppose then
no.
we're fucked. But on that front.
Yeah, we're a
Well,
little.
you know.
She just becomes an Oathbreaker paladin halfway through, and we're like, hang on.
It's like,
Wait,
hold on a second.
this is a
It's
totally
fine.
different plot line.
You either die. I mean, it would be a very true thing if you either die a hero or yourself.
You're not the flavor of paladin that can't have your alignment changed, are you? I think there is a paladin subclass who is immune to alignment changing
Oh.
effects after a certain level.
Oh, like
I don't think that's
might
me
be.
then.
It might be
I don't think it's
ancients.
vengeance. No.
I don't think it's vengeance.
Yeah, I don't think it's vengeance.
I'm curious though. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. 'cause
I
I'm
think
very curious.
ancients is the one that can't be alignment changed.
Let's find out.
This is when it turns out it's every single one apart from vengeance.
I don't know why, but I have a gut feeling flour is going to come in useful in this adventure.
Flower.
I don't know why, but like I'm buying some.
Oh, sorry, are we
Okay.
mixing it with water? What are we doing?
But no,
We're gonna
flour,
make
like it's a invisible enemies. Just throw a bag of flour.
Yeah.
You are 19th level. Arya knows the location of invisible creatures within 30 feet of her. You do not need this.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't know.
I can
Look, I
cast
didn't
see
make it-
invisibility on people.
But I.
Ay ay ay.
Look, I didn't
Grim
make
is
it to
still
this
thinking-
point.
Grim's like
Without
still
the-
thinking at first level, and we're at 9.
On top of it's Die Hard, it's from all of his years of improvising.
See, the difference is, you guys got more utility. I just hit harder. That's like all I do.
Yeah, and
Wow.
you still never go down. So who's really winning here?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I brought a bag of flour. What
Who's
did
not
you?
winning? His girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Hold on. This is not the thing I was looking for, but apparently for Oath of Redemption at 15th level, you regain hit points every turn when you end in combat when you have fewer than half of your hit points remaining and aren't incapacitated.
Oh yeah, you
That's
get
fucking wild.
you get perma regen.
I haven't found the one that keeps you from your alignment being changed though. Hold on.
That
Maybe Ferris has imagined it.
it might be an older edition.
Yeah, like there's not very much of an emphasis on alignment changes anyway. In this.
Yeah.
Maybe it's devotion.
Like
No,
that
that's
would
true.
make sense.
I genuinely don't remember. I'm pretty confident there is one paladin subclass that can't have its alignment changed.
That sounds like it would be true.
Maybe we should
Hold
look for
on,
this
let
in
me
the break.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm curious, it's
it's
fine.
not important. So yeah, you slowly put together your collection of materials over the course of 2 weeks until you are ready as ready as you can be to depart. As you have spent time sort of in and around the keep, there is an atmosphere of trepidation almost. Those who are made aware of your plan they're concerned. They have every confidence in you, but they're very aware that this is the end of the road. One way or another, this will be one of the last moves you make against the Dread Legion.
Oh god.
Oh, that just got dark.
If we tell Sidani must never tell Chess Friend.
Okay. Understood.
Do not tell chess friend.
I
She
feel like
doesn't
that's
need
some of
this
his
shit in her
words.
life.
Oh well, that is for Elizabeth to decide.
Yeah.
Look, chess friend does not need that burden.
Okay.
Like she's not even been introduced to like the more minor weird things that we get up to.
You know, we've had to talk about shape changing and how she thought you might be a furry.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
Yep,
but
that is
that's literally
true.
the weirdest thing I've ever talked about with her. She does not need. Oh, by the way, we're going into one of the deepest levels of the abyss. Bye.
Well, it's not the deepest level of the abyss. You're only going to the 66th. There are like 900.
Oh, okay, fair.
Only the
Like,
66.
excuse me. Yeah, I'm still gonna tell him go down into the abyss.
Although, admittedly, once you start getting beyond the first few hundred, it starts turning a bit wibbly wobbly, and reality starts doing really weird things.
Hmm,
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey,
Yeah,
well,
as the doctor would say.
indeed. So, if you are ready, you all equip your amethyst amulets of protection.
I will cast mage armor in advance.
You cast mage armor. Okay. You all hold hands. And I guess you plane shift.
Swoop.
I will send you all the link to the track that I will be listening to for this section.
Cool. I can turn the Skyrim soundtrack off.
There you go.
Oh yeah, this checks out.
What's Taboo Highland?
Tamu Highlands from Diablo 3. So, as you're you're plane shifting with the tuning fork that is attuned to the abyss, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And without knowledge of a specific destination, you will appear somewhere at random in the abyss.
In the demon. Well, we're specifying the demon web.
Which, it's massive, but it's something.
Yes.
Down, then potentially ended up on the 159th layer when we need to be,
Yes. Unfortunately, that is not quite as accurate as perhaps it would be.
I mean, is it more accurate than just saying the abyss?
Yes, you will appear in
There we go.
proximity to an entrance to the demon web.
It's still
Yeah.
better than just saying the abyss, then.
It is,
And
yes.
Well,
we
we
don't have
could
anything else to
say-
go on.
Well, the only thing we could do, if we know it's the 66th layer, I just realized we could say the demon web at the 66th layer of the abyss. Or is that like
So,
specific?
Yeah, so the 66th layer thing is, whilst it may be a specific thing out of character, in character it's not that precise. The layers of the abyss, like I think I mentioned this before previously, but they shift and change, and the only thing that remains consistent about them is their contents. You will be on track, but it is not. You will not turn up within, like, basically on top of your destination.
Well,
But you will be close enough.
it's the best we can do.
It is the best you can do. So yes, as you finish the plane shift to the abyss, the first sensation you feel as you are pulled through existence is, as you descend into the lower planes and beyond, you get this sensation. It's like being plunged into ice cold water, but only your minds. The amulets the amulets shield you from the majority of the effects, but there is still an unpleasant sensation that, almost like being too deep underground to be comfortable. As you feel your feet touch down in the plane as you arrive, the ground underneath you sags and sinks and slips.
Oh god.
As you are essentially, you land probably ankle deep in what feels like thick, sludgy mud. And the sensation of being immersed into freezing cold water is replaced by this feeling of being far too uncomfortably hot and wet. As
Very gross.
the following appears in front of you.
Oh, that's comforting.
Not really.
In front of you, surrounding you is you essentially find yourselves on a small island, surrounded by strange, twisting, thorned branches, strange mushroom-like plants that don't look quite like any fungus that you've ever seen before. There are great stalactites that reach up out of the earth that look almost like spines and insectoid talons. All of this is on, like, essentially maybe like 100 foot of land surrounding you, which sort of trails off into the distance, and basically in front of you is a huge swampy ocean, which must be the source of the impossible or the uncomfortable heat and humidity that you feel, because this thing, like the ocean in front of you is like almost at the point where it's boiling. Like there is a thin steam coming off the surface, and like the water is like constantly disturbed by like air bubbles seeping up through it. There is also like a heavily saline smell to this mist that is surrounding you. You are essentially in a boiling saltwater swamp. You can see a number of islands sort of like dotted out in front of you, and there seem to be like small paths through the water that you could potentially start taking. But this place looks incredibly inhospitable. What do you do?
Well, we're gonna have to. I guess our only hope of navigating is the compass, and I'm assuming that like, I guess we don't know where we are, but like, yeah, the compass will still work.
Yes. Calling it a compass at this point is misleading, because actually at this point it's more like a small-scale GPS.
Cool. Does it give us better instructions than telling us to turn left when there's a giant like brick wall next to us?
Yes, it will essentially it is intelligent enough to know your surroundings, and it will point you to your destination via the shortest distance it can find.
Well,
cool.
In that case, I think is the liquid safe, or we are in the liquid already, right?
No, you are like ankle deep in the sludgy mud that forms these islands.
If it's nearly boiling, I don't think it's safe.
I thought it was more like a swamp bubble, because like swamps also bubble sometimes.
I mean, you can find out.
Oh yeah, that was, yeah. Well, I guess like the bubbles that get released, the steam, like, well, yeah, steam was kind of a giveaway, but like there's like gas, visible gas, get released from the bubbles.
Give me a nature roll.
Excellent. Oh, actually, yeah, excellent.
Oh yeah, because nature's intelligence based.
Well, almost
Wow.
excellent.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We're
Not
off to a
great.
great start today, aren't we?
So, whatever forms this mist seems to be a combination of whatever is bubbling up from below the surface of this water, and the water itself vaporizing from temperature. That is about as much as you can tell.
That's enough to know it's bad.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to get a little more hands-on with our testing.
God. Where does the compass say to go?
Okay, so Elizabeth, you produce the compass and activate it. It is essentially pointing you. Oh, sorry. I probably should have mentioned as I described this, like, peering through the mists, to like the side that is away from this, like the massive expanse of water that rolls out in front of you. Looking away to the sides, there does appear to be what look like low plateaus or maybe cavern walls in the distance. And essentially the arrow from the the needle of the compass is pointing you in that direction to in parallel to the edge of this large ocean. There are like spotty pools here and there, in between you and your destination, but you can sort of skirt around the outside of this and head towards the walls. Grim, what are you doing whilst Elizabeth is doing this?
Well, like I was I from the description I kind of assumed that we're gonna have to get through the liquid, but maybe not so. Then.
Bearing in mind how short of a distance you can see in front of you, you don't know if you'll have to directly cross the water yet. You don't have to immediately, but.
Well, perhaps it might be good to just give it a little poke, because we want to know if, like, if we fall in, are we gonna, like, well, is it gonna be bad for us?
Someone be ready to drag him out.
Okay,
or
so
heal him.
you are approaching the edge of the water and reaching down to touch it.
I will poke it with something like a solid, like what will I use? I won't use the Red King because I don't want to accidentally. I'll just take one of my darts and like kind of poke it in and pull it back out, and then feel the, like, if it doesn't do anything weird to the darts, I'll like touch it on the darts.
Okay, yeah. So you dip the dart into the water, like leave it there, like turn it a little, take it out. The blade of the dart is hot to the touch. It's not hot enough to burn you from just touching the metal, but it's hot.
Okay, so we want to avoid it. That's
Yep. And honestly, like leaning your hand down to, because the war darts are large, but they're not that large. There is heat coming off it. Like it is. I suppose the best way to describe it is it's probably like hot coffee temperature. Like if you were to fall into it, you will probably leave it with some burns, but you could theoretically like run across it in an emergency.
Okay. And when I touched it on the liquid on the dart, no burning sensation beyond the temperature.
No.
Okay, good. It's not acid. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good. Good to know.
Probably as well, like drawing the blade back, like touching it. There is probably like the strongest smell that you get off the substance on the end of this blade is the salty smell, but there is also like a sulfurous element to it as well. So it may well be water, but it probably is not fit for drinking under any circumstance.
Noted.
Yeah,
The first thing my mind jumped to was that it's a methane lake. But,
That
I
would
hope
be
not.
interesting.
No
I was
fire.
gonna say, are we in the abyss or are we in
On
fucking-
Titan, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Turns out the abyss is Titan.
You ever see the long boy in the soup?
Anyway, should we
Yes.
follow this? Should we follow this?
Yeah,
This compass.
Yes. And try not to fall in the water. Well,
Yeah. Good plan.
we'll just call it water for now.
Swamp.
Water, quote unquote.
water.
Okay. So yeah, you begin like taking tentative steps through this swamp. Arya, I will say, with your experience as a ranger, you take the lead and begin to direct your party to stick closer to these pillars that stick out of the ground, and where these thorn bushes have sort of like taken root in the ground, because the mud is a lot more solid and it stops you sinking in ankle deep every step you take. So you reduce the physical exertion that you have to go through.
Nice. Then I guess Elizabeth's like right behind her, just keep watching the compass.
Yeah. The compass needle stays steady for the majority of your the first part of your journey, and you, I guess you probably travel for about maybe an hour or so. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Great.
Okay.
Kelariis sees nothing.
I see nothing.
So Grim and Kelariis, you as you're traveling, you're keeping yourselves aware, but you're sort of also primarily focused on your traversing through this mud without like sinking into it all the time. Elizabeth and Arya, as you're sort of keeping an eye out, like looking at your surroundings, peering through the steam to try and see what is up ahead of you, you become aware that whilst this place looks like desolate and uninhabitable, it almost certainly has denizens. There is definitely some things living in the water. As occasionally you see lizard-like or perhaps snake-like forms break the surface of the water, exhale like a cloud and then dive back below the surface. They rarely surface for like more than a few seconds, but there is definitely something out there in the depths.
It's comforting.
Don't like that. And I normally like snakes, but I don't like those snakes.
Okay.
I mean, as long as they don't seem to be keep an eye on them, but if they don't seem to be coming towards us or bothering us or noticing us, might as well just keep going.
Yep.
Are you mentioning them?
I mean, I would point them out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So at least we're aware.
So yeah, Kelariis and Grim, you have these. It's very difficult to see through the steam, but Arya points out that in the mist there does seem to be movement of some kind. Creatures, perhaps.
We are not alone. Well.
Okay. You continue your travels. I guess again, you probably press on for another hour. It becomes a little bit more difficult to navigate as you sort of begin to run out of solid ground, and there are increasingly larger pools of this salty like marsh fluid. The pools themselves that are sort of inland are not the deepest. They would probably go over Grimm's head if he were to wade out into them, but it would come up to like the chest of most of you. And as you pass through these smaller areas,
I still don't want to be chest deep in coffee.
no, you don't. As you pass by some of these larger pools, some of these appear to have life in them as well. Varying in sort of like degrees of complexity from like something that looks like a combination between like a lobster and some winged insect. Seems to congregate on the limited fauna that like grows around the edges of this water. They don't seem to be at least initially aggressive as long as you stay away from them. But they are like a good foot and a half long, like flying, like winged lobsters with insect wings. And as well in the pools themselves, there are they seem to be like burrowing worms, but they've got like the frills of fish that seem to allow them to sort of burrow out of the ground, swim through the water, and then burrow back down again.
Charming.
The life here seems very, very well adapted to its climate, but very monstrous.
Befitting of a rather monstrous place.
Yes. Everybody give me another perception check as another hour of travel passes.
Well, yeah. If it left us alone for an hour, that's pretty good.
Okay. So, Arya, you hear the sounds of something up ahead. There is... It's difficult to make out because it's so muffled by the thick mist that is surrounding you. But it sounds like splashing, like maybe something surfacing or moving around in the water. And then like a squealing sound. Elizabeth, as you sort of like listen into this, you're able to sort of pick up more sounds beyond this. Like there is definitely like a squealing that sounds like it's almost like halfway between like a scream and like a squeal of like a pig or some other animal. And the squealing like continues, but then every now and again there'll be like splashing sounds and like a snap and a crunch. Doesn't sound positive.
I think nature's running its course up ahead. I think, yeah, that might even be Elizabeth's exact words. Just, I think nature's running its course up ahead.
In what way?
Something's being eaten.
We can't really go around it, can we?
I mean, yeah, is it directly in front of us?
It essentially like you are moving across a very thin piece of shoreline currently. whatever is happening is happening on the shoreline in front of you. There may be an opportunity to try and sneak around, but you are going to be sneaking around it very close to where it is. Yeah, because you. Oh, yeah. I should probably explain. You are as you've been traveling for 2 hours now. You are getting close to like what I described previously as like a cavern wall or a mesa of some sort. And it does actually appear to be a rocky mesa that is just like that comes up out of the ground, goes up maybe like 40 or 50 feet before like sloping up into like a giant like essentially if you think like a stalactite that has been like squashed down to be like almost like a cake shape, but with like sloping sides.
Weird.
Cake. Never.
So like short and squat, but wide is what I'm trying to describe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess then we have 3 options. Wait for the sounds to die down and assume that things have, ended, or just keep going but be ready for a fight, or try and sneak by, but it's gonna be a close call if we're trying to be sneaky.
I don't think sneaking is really an option for us.
No.
At least not a good one.
However, if it's eating something, perhaps as long as we leave it be, it might not care about us. Why? If I know anything about nature, why fight if you don't need to? That's usually what animals go for. Admittedly, this might be a bit of a different beast.
Yeah. It might take the logic of more food.
I mean, we could also wait to see if it sounds like it moves on.
Yeah, that's...
And if not, we continue.
I mean, that's probably the safest option.
Oh yeah. How long would it take wolves, for example, to eat like a deer? I'm aware that you might not know that from the top of your head, but I'm like I'm expecting.
I
It
will
kind of
give you a
depends.
time. Oh, does Jayla know?
I mean, it does depend is the thing, because it can be like it can range depending on like a lot of things. So
Because I know,
hour, couple hours maybe.
because from my experience, I know that like lions, if depending on the size of the kill, they can just be chilling there for hours.
Yeah. And it depends on how many of them there are and like how big the
Yeah.
I mean, I think Grim is probably right. I think if we just try to go around it without being aggressive, that's probably the best.
Yeah. And as we spot them, we just make as big of an arc as possible without,
without endangering ourselves too much.
Yeah.
Also, probably do the whole be big thing.
Oh, you try and like make yourself seem large and imposing. You mean? Yeah.
Yes.
So that means Kelariis is going first.
The circus act, like Grim in the middle, and then like Arya and Elizabeth on the sides.
Yep.
Like.
Yeah, Grim. If you stand on Kelariis' shoulders, you'll be like extra big.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
No,
this is why we need that harness.
We do.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Honestly, we
We
should
just need to add a platform to the back of Kelariis' backpack.
Yep.
I feel like the only reason why it's a problem is because I'm not a dex fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's probably the best bet.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
you're right.
So you are slowly but cautiously making your way forwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess you make your way towards the source of the sound, and as the mist thins out a little ahead of you, you notice that like the land ahead of you sort of like essentially there's like a small ledge that drops down like maybe a couple of feet, like no more than like 4 or 5 feet down, but you sort of have to like drop off the edge to get down. And ahead of you, like there's how best to describe this? The landmass ahead of you becomes like very very thin as it runs up the side of this mesa, and essentially like there's a deep pool to one side of this place that essentially is creating like the only way forward without stepping into the water is a like almost like a thin land bridge, probably no more than 5 feet in diameter, that continues on and up. And ahead of you there are like a series of small like spotty islands, including like one large island that you can just about see on the edge of your of what you can see through the fog. That appears to well, it has a number of creatures roaming around on it, and the source of the sound it becomes like immediately clear to you, as there are 4 or 5 like they appear humanoid in size and sort of stature, although hunched over. These creatures, though, I suppose it could be said that they resemble humans, but they all seem to be sort of like twisted up and contorted. They have strange spine-like mutations that seem to stick out of them at random. A number of them like have their like their lower jaws are like distended like horribly underneath where they should be, to the point where it looks like they can't like close their mouths properly. And they all look like various different shades of twisted. These are horrible abominations, crude mockeries of human stature. And they appear to be the things running around and squealing in distress, as 2 large lizard-bodied creatures with multiple heads stride through the steaming waters, and every now and again one of these heads will lash down, snatch up one of these humanoid creatures, and just begin crunching through it with the sickening sound of shattering bone and rending flesh.
Wow.
Lovely.
Gross.
I can show you what this looks like.
Oh, those are much bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's fine. Just slightly.
Yep, a little bit.
They're pretty big, yeah.
Yep, we have to get
Looking
scary.
big,
Oh,
isn't it?
looks like we need to get scarily close to one of them.
Yeah. So looking big is not gonna work. That's-
I mean, we're on the size of their prey, so yeah. We probably look a little bit like their prey as well.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay. I think here would be a good point for us to go to initiative. We're not in combat yet, but I feel like initiative might be important depending on what actions you take.
Okay.
I feel like as soon as we take a step, we're gonna get noticed.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe we just need to see if they move on.
Not great.
Excuse me, game. Roll 20. I clicked my token.
Oh, I suppose I can show you.
First, I'm just gonna roll again and take my first number, just so it's add on it. Never mind, it was the exact same.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
How convenient.
Very convenient.
All of the creatures, by the way, look different, but this is kind of the sort of thing you're looking
Ooh.
at.
I don't like
How
that.
fun. See, when you were
Gross.
describing them, I was thinking of the creatures from like Amnesia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the
kind
jaw bit,
of.
specifically?
Yes, like
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, basically, imagine like the most horrendously mutated, distorted, like vaguely humanoid appearance that you can imagine, and probably one of these creatures looks like it.
Fair enough.
Gross. It does
How
also appear
fun.
to be a dead person floating in the water there.
That is one of the creatures. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like the color of the water, even though it's extremely dangerous to us, most likely. But you know,
It looks
Yeah.
pretty.
It is.
yeah,
very
it looks
pretty.
great.
Color.
Oh, it was the best I could get for salty sulfurous water.
yeah.
Pretty good.
It's beautiful.
But, you know, it definitely tells you. It just tells you. Don't jump in.
It definitely tells you it's not quite water.
Although that said, man,
Can't believe it's not water.
volcanic hot tub.
Volcanic hot tub. So a hot spring, yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know if hot springs are this color.
No.
Okay, so Grim, you
A
are
sulphurous hot
first.
spring.
You are first to act.
Mhm. Well, they hadn't really spotted us yet, right?
Not immediately. No, they're just sort of. They seem to just be like these creatures seem to have like basically like got themselves stuck on the various islands. How they managed to get across the water is unclear. But perhaps they slipped in and scurried to the other side. Like many of them do look like they have suffered hideous burns at some point. These things are basically like stuck on the rocks, and these the large multi-headed lizards are essentially just like wandering around, like snapping them up, like almost like just as distractions.
Hmm.
Well, but like I guess I'm just gonna because we're kind of more going this way.
Yes, the land bridge continues on a short distance and then sort of begins to broaden out, like as you proceed out up this way.
See, even though I don't want to roll stealth, I feel like stealth is the only way to describe what I'm doing. You know, just slowly, like walking that direction.
Yeah,
Not
you're not
right.
you're not trying to hide. You're just trying to walk slowly and purposefully and draw as little attention as possible.
Yes.
That unfortunately I agree with you.
Yeah.
That is stealth.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth roll as you move.
Stealth. Well,
Okay.
oh, you know, it's double digits.
Yeah. You're wearing armor though, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Now I can make it with 2 1s instead. Like, yeah, like 2 1s, that's up to 2. It's
Oh my god!
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and take your. Oh well, hang on. Technically, I suppose if you're moving stealthily, I should have you move at half movement.
oh yeah.
So move 10 feet.
Yeah. That would be about right.
Elizabeth.
Clank, clank, clank.
Yeah.
Sorry. I assume Grim, you're not doing anything with your action or bonus action.
No. Like, I don't see what I would be doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Elizabeth.
I'm
Then.
probably like on alert, kind of like, but like, yeah.
Oh
that's
well. Do you want to have a held action?
I think it better be described as the what's it called, dodge action.
Yep.
Will probably
Dodge.
be more
Yep.
accurate.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I just didn't want to cheat you out of your action there.
Let's have a think. Okay. I have a vague idea of a good distraction play.
Okay.
Like, we don't want these things looking our direction. Actually, that's I don't think I have the range. No, definitely not. Never mind then. I was gonna try and make an illusion, but I do not have the range to do what I wanted to do. Is there anything else I can do?
Mini.
Understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Look.
Misty Step makes noise, so I probably can't just teleport over.
God, this is fantastically dense.
I know, right? I guess for now I'm sort of staying where I am and just watching them.
Okay.
To see what they do next. So I guess I'm like, I'll probably take like, how far out am I from them? I don't know how fast they move. I guess I'm.
They seem to be moving quite leisurely at the moment, but considering their size and the ease with which they move through the water, pretty fast is probably a good guess.
Yeah, I guess then I will happily just sit here with the dodge action, watching them for danger and hoping they go away from us.
Okay, so you're dodge actioning as well. Cool. Arya.
It's not fun, is it?
Part of me also just wants someone to yeet a rock on the other side of the island, so they all look that way instead.
Well, that's kind of similar to what I was going to try and do, but I don't have the range for it. I was going to make sounds of more of those things screaming behind them, but I can't even reach behind them.
Now I'm tempted to shoot like an arrow back here. I don't think they would care.
You could certainly try.
And they would also might perceive it as a threat.
They have a lot of heads that could be looking in our direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if this was a stealth game and you could perceive their cones of vision, there are like 5 cones of vision on each of them just going whoop, 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 like looking everywhere. The heads are not all like fixated on one thing. They are literally just like, they are scanning the banks for anything that they can just go nom.
Because they hungry.
Okay, I'm just gonna scoot this way a little bit and hold an action if they get aggressive. I'm gonna
give me a stealth roll.
Does Blair need to make a stealth?
Yes, probably. Okay, so you move up to the nearest stalactite, knock an arrow, and hold it taut. Kelariis.
I think for the moment, I'm also going to stay in place. And dodge, I suppose, is probably the best thing I could attempt to do here. Because I probably see Grim and hear him just going clank, 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 and I'm like, maybe not.
I think we're basically being a nature documentary team. We're trying to not be noticed by the big scary predator that could probably kill us.
Yeah.
While wearing armor.
Yeah. Yeah, and then David Attenborough's going to narrate this.
Here we see the Hydra.
In its natural habitat.
Graceful water predators.
Their powerful jaws can snap up their prey in moments, breaking bones with little effort.
It's really good.
That was that was really good.
Yeah, that was very good.
That sounded exactly like David Attenborough.
I do a good David Attenborough, apparently.
Yeah.
It wasn't even just the tone of voice; it was like the way you worded it. It's good.
So yeah, like the creatures on the island sort of like they scurry around a little. This one that's like trapped on the island close to the nearest one decides to just leap into the water, like swims a short distance and like appears up on the land, yelping like the whole time it's swimming. This one like sort of runs around and like basically like disappears into this thorn thicket, and he like its skin is like being torn at by these large thorns, but it doesn't seem to care. Or if it does care, it's more interested in escaping than anything else.
Yeah, priorities.
One of these giant creatures, lashes down with its head, and chomps down on one of these. Chomps down on this creature here, like taking a huge chunk out of its side, but it manages to like writhe free of the grip, and it just like falls back to the ground like bloodied.
Gross.
At which point, one of the heads like turns to look at you, Grim, and then a second head turns and sees Kelariis.
Yep.
Oh no.
Fair enough.
And sure enough, it moves towards you.
Oh dear. I guess we're fighting.
And the second one will accompany it.
This is most unfortunate.
Here's where I wish we had like Formergy to just shout at it, like make your voice super loud.
I have thaumaturgy. If you want me to shout and be scary like that, but
Yeah,
I don't know if that will scare them off.
That doesn't sound like an Elizabeth thing to do.
Okay. So it has 4 heads remaining. So it will direct 2 of its head against Grim and 2 of its heads against Kelariis. Yes, it can reach Kelariis.
Yeah, that checks out.
That is a 13 and a 19 to hit Grim.
Those are both misses.
Yeah. That's lucky that they had disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 against Kelariis. 30... No, sorry, you're dodging as well, right?
Yes.
So that is 11 and a 25 reduced from a natural 20.
Oh god, alright. Well, yeah, the 25 hits.
Okay, you take 15 piercing as one head chomps down on your shoulder pad.
Ow.
And yeah, at that point, I'm going to play some combat music, because I think we're in combat now.
Yes, I think so too.
Arya, your held action triggers, so take a shot at whichever one you would like.
This one.
Okay. Hit. Okay, yeah, you send an arrow into the scaled hide of this creature.
Leave me alone.
It appears to recognize that it has been stung and turns its heads towards you and your wolf. Grim, you are up.
Well, I guess I'll just do what I usually do, because yeah, I am adjacent to it. Yeah.
Yes, if the tokens were square, you would be.
Yeah, I was just making it. I was like double checking. I was like, yeah, that is right.
Yeah.
Well, since it isn't scared off by my amazing posture, I guess we'll have to scare it off in another way.
I mean, in its eyes, you're an even better snack because you're bite-sized.
Yeah, but also
Some of the other things, but yeah, I think you underestimate how big these heads are.
Okay, yeah, true. But you know that you're even more bite-sized. You're
well,
like an
I'm also,
M&M.
yeah, but I'm like a snail. Like I've got like a shell.
Some people really like. Look,
Like my
maybe
army.
these hydras are French.
I mean, they have beaks which are perfectly capable of cracking a carapace. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also fair.
Their powerful jaws can
Um,
even punch through the hardest steel.
but yes.
oh, why did that music stop?
Oh yeah, I also
Good question.
I also do ignite the sword, of course.
I think the music system might be a bit buggy.
Oh dear.
Okay, so that is 3 hits.
Cool. 1, 2, come on. 2, and there we go.
Okay, so that is... How much damage is that total? Can you tell me?
Oh, let's see. That is 23, 32, 30, no, 40. Wait, is that 59? Is that correct?
Well, we could just do...
Yeah, 59. Yeah, no, it is 59.
Okay, 59. I trust you.
Yeah, because it's like the top 4 add up to 40 real nicely, and then...
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, you swing upwards with the blade, and it lodges in the neck of one of these heads, and you continue to bring it down with the force of your weapon, and you manage to actually sever one head.
No, don't cut the heads off.
I
Grow back.
do
It's gonna grow
need
2 more heads.
Oh, wait, actually, no, I don't. You don't even get a save against this, unfortunately.
No.
So,
Oh no.
because you dealt 3 instances of slashing damage to this, it gets 3 instances. So you take 21 acid damage as this thing sprays acidic blood on you.
Ugh.
That
Gross.
is not ideal.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
really
would
not.
say.
It's pretty bad, honestly.
Not great.
Well, as long as the head doesn't grow back. I will also...
It's a fucking hydra.
I mean, we don't
I
know what
guess-
it is technically.
I suppose in character we don't know.
like I'll move up a little. I guess this is just in the water, isn't it?
Yeah, you're probably not deep enough to start taking damage from the water there, but
Like yeah, I'll just be like my feet will get a bit hot.
yes, it is. It is
Like-
like your boots are heating up and it is uncomfortable, but
Just stand a little more back. It's fine. And that's my turn. That's all I can do.
okay. Elizabeth.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I would like a big 20-foot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the
Radius.
music system is a little bit broken right now
Actually, I
because
can probably put it
It's
here and
working
still be
fine for
fine, and
me.
that gives you better.
oh, it is not working for me. So I'm gonna do a hot refresh.
Yeah, I can still hear it.
Because like
Yeah, same.
when you like in the beginning you said something as well about the music, and I was like, I'm just hearing it fine, but I wasn't quite sure what the problem was.
I'm gonna do a hot refresh and see if it fixes.
Cool. Oh, well, now the music stopped.
Interesting.
It's just-
I will play it again because I have refreshed now. And we'll
there
see.
it goes.
Cool. And it's back.
Oh,
I
it's
would like-
totally not working for me. It is so busted. Holy shit.
Oh dear. But yeah, I would like a nice 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air
Okay.
right there, in the form of a storm sphere.
Cool.
Because here it means it'll get both hydras and it doesn't impact the melee fighters.
Cool.
It will probably decimate this poor guy though. But I
Well,
don't give a shit about him.
Look, you know,
He's not a party member.
can't believe. Don't even care about his inside feelings.
his inside feelings.
Oh, hang on.
I mean,
That's
to
not.
be fair, his inside feelings are quickly on the outside.
Man, drawing circles, the hardest.
Yeah, I fucking hate this system. So
Hardest thing in
5,
20 is drawing circles.
15, 20,
You're right,
5,
though.
10, 15, 20.
I mean, not just in Roll20, let's be real.
Okay, yeah, true.
That's true.
Drawing
Fair.
circles is very... Unless you have a compass. If you have a compass, it's really easy.
Well, the problem I have is not with drawing circles, it's getting them to match where it should on the grid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can at least you can drag them around if they're the right size.
So there-ish, yes?
Yeah.
Cool.
That will do.
So yeah, Storm Sphere.
Cool. Is there
I
an
don't know if we
immediate
need to-
save for that?
Yeah, each creature in the sphere when it appears, or if it ends its turn there.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, when it appears.
And
So
it's
they
a
need to make-
strength save, right?
Yes. Strength saving throw against DC 19.
Okay, pass.
The sphere's space is also
and fail,
difficult
okay.
terrain. Yeah, okay. So I'll roll.
And this guy...
So the fail takes that much bludgeoning damage.
okay.
That's pretty good.
I will check the other guys. Oh, because I lost their stat sheets when I refreshed.
And yeah, the space is now difficult terrain.
Cool. Strength save. Wow, the wretch natural 20s, so he does not get absolutely decimated by the wind.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Well done, buddy. Have fun crawling away with, the big bite mark out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know
Um,
how that happened, but it happened somehow.
I know what happened. The fucking Hydra bit him.
Well,
Arya.
Look, perhaps the water can sear the wound.
Cauterize the wound. Ow.
So
ow.
yes.
I guess I don't know. Like, would I know? Well, I don't want to waste my holy water arrows on these things.
You might want to take a few steps back.
Yeah.
And put the wolf in front of you. Oh, no, the music. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I think that was me fiddling with it. Yeah, no, it is.
Alright.
It is monumentally broken for me.
Oh dear.
I'm guessing that's new version of Roll20 broken. So cool.
You'll have to add it in post.
It's alright. I just
Yeah,
find
that's ever gonna happen.
I'll find it on my computer and I'll play it. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
works. So I was gonna say, yeah, add it in post. We don't do editing.
Okay. I would like to cast Relentless Hail on myself or use my boon or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you're using Relentless Hail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pew pew pew.
And then is that an action or is that a bonus action? Which is that not either?
I think it's just a special attack move.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to step slightly behind this here
Stalactite.
and fire on this one.
Oh, no, sorry, stalagmite.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a stalagmite coming from the ground.
Yeah.
Fire on this one.
Okay, so 3 shots with the volley version. Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Hold on, I had to... There's so many windows. Oh, okay, it's a natural 20. Great.
Okay, it's 3 hits. Go ahead and roll them.
Natural 20 is a 33.
Yeah, I know. It's a little intense. And then I guess Lyra probably can't reach anything, or she can.
She could stand in the water, right on the edge of it.
She could stand here. She could stand. Hang on.
She also might just want to stay where she is and hold an action, because if it approaches, it'll be in range.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She'll
So
stay where she is and an action, and if they get too close, she's gonna bite it. Really feel like biting is insufficient against these things, but you never know.
I mean, she has a magical bite.
it is magic bite, yeah.
It is magical.
And
Dark type.
I don't know if she can bite a head off, so you might be all right.
Did you just say she's a dark type?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. What are our
I finally found the track. Oh my god, that's so much louder. Please.
I forgot I was muted because there were sirens outside, and I was like making comments, and nobody was answering me. I was like, "Yeah, no, that tracks."
Yeah, wow.
I looked and I was like, "Wait a second."
Oh, Jayla,
No,
no.
it's fine.
It's just
Well,
the
no, I
fact that-
mean, I thought in the sense of like just not being able to hear me because I talk quietly, and then I was like, oh no, wait, I'm just
Yeah.
fully muted.
Yeah.
You're just not even.
It's
Oh, God.
fine.
We actually can't hear you because you cannot be heard.
A
Yep.
different type of not being able to hear me this time.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Kelariis.
Hello. So if I so if I come and stand here next to Grim, if I draw like here, can I hit the thing?
Yes.
And that's not like too far into the water.
No, you're still only like ankle deep. You're still like up to your boots. It's uncomfortable to stand in, but it's not enough to damage you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hot feet.
Yeah, it's probably the best place to stand. So I'm just gonna swing at this one. Just do both of them. Oh, that could have been better.
2 hits.
What do with these? Yeah, I'm gonna a first level smite on the second one.
Okay.
Just for funds. If the roll 20 will let me roll. I'm gonna guess they're not like fiends or anything.
They are not.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I guess they are monstrosities.
Okay. So again, Kelariis, like the lashing head comes down at you, and you like lop this head off. It is down to 3 heads.
I am concentrating. I thought it was already on 3 heads.
No, it went from 5 to 4, and now it's on 3.
Oh yeah, okay. Got 5 heads. It's just I can only see 4 in the picture, so.
Well, yeah, there's a 5th one in the corner.
You can see like a little beak part of it.
Yeah, you can. You can see a beak.
Little beak.
I can see how
It's a
you
little
might
beak.
mistake it for a claw.
It's definitely a large beak. You're right.
It is definitely a large creature, yes. Well, it is large, huge. It's gargantuan.
Oh.
Lovely.
Fine.
That means it's bigger than the storm giant.
No, it's the same size as the storm giant. Well, actually, it fills more space than the storm giant, so it's not taller than the storm giant.
Okay, true.
It
Yeah,
is. It
'cause-
is a wide boy.
Why?
Wide.
Boy, he thick. Thick ass boy. Damn.
That creature attempts to escape. They continue to run around on their respective islands, not like panicking and not really knowing what to do.
Yeah, mood.
Yep.
What a mood.
That's right, big mood. Look
Um,
at these hydras.
One ends its turn in the wind, so it's got to make a save again.
Yep.
Strength save, right?
Yes.
Cool. It fails. Roll me
Do you
a-
want me to roll again?
yeah, it's having a bad time in the wind.
it's having a bad day.
Okay, the hydras. Okay.
I wonder if this is the day where we learn that having all of our slashing damage is a problem. Because, we just keep cutting off the heads.
Okay, so the
I have
they seem very upset with being attacked. One of them is going to like move to here. Lyra's held action triggers.
Do an arm.
Right.
Hmm.
Mouthful
Charm.
of acid.
Oh.
Oof.
That is not enough.
Damn.
There's
Oh,
no
no.
mouthful of acid.
I guess that's an upside.
So
Yes.
the one with 3 heads will do 2 attacks against Grim, 1 against Kelariis. The one with 5 heads will do 1 attack against Kelariis, 2 attacks against Arya, 2 attacks against Lyra. So that's 2 attacks for everybody in range. Although I think actually technically Elizabeth is in range as well. Yes, Elizabeth is technically still in range.
Oh.
15-foot range, baby.
I will actually use, because I should have my ward, and I will use it to block Arya's damage.
Okay, cool.
Oh, thing?
Well, it'll be the first instance of damage that hits her, so don't
yeah.
deduct it yet.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
So against
Oh, I
Grim,
do need to.
a 20 and an 11.
Both miss.
Okay. Kelariis, a... Hello, roll 20, please. 26 and a 12.
The first one hits.
20 piercing.
Alright.
Against Arya, the first hit is a 19, or first attack is a 19.
Yeah.
That hits. 14 piercing, which Elizabeth can block.
Yep. So.
Second attack is a 26 for 18.
Yeah.
And 2 against Lyra, a 26 and a 23.
Yeah.
For 22 piercing and 13 piercing, respectively.
Well, not nice, but
No, very not nice.
Cool. At the end of the Hydra's turn, Kelariis, the head that you severed regrows into 2 new heads. Grim, the head that you severed does not.
oh,
What?
Huh.
get good.
Interesting.
Oh, did you light?
Head image.
Did you light
Fire.
yours? Yeah. I'm
Fire.
wondering if that's what it is.
Fire.
Fire.
Damn it! I should have cast fire. Oh wait, I still can.
Grim, you're up.
Yeah,
Calling me the Hydra
also,
scrub
the
and-
one of the Hydras has ended its turn in the thing.
Oh yes, it has. So strength save again. Unsurprisingly fails.
Nice. 5 bludgeoning damage. Not a lot, but it's
Oh
something.
yeah, and technically this thing regenerates 10 hit points.
Yeah, like every little counts.
So it got some heads back. So it is up to 5 heads again.
I'm getting in some chip damage.
Man, like I want to hit, but I also don't want to hit. Acid blood is the worst. But I feel like just gotta keep going. Therefore, oh man, I can't really get much better positioning.
Not without standing really deep in the water.
I'm guessing this the
Yeah, if you step out into that bit, you're going to be in the water.
yeah,
danger
but
zone.
I'm guessing that is the not swimming zone, the where all the what's it called is the debris.
Yeah, like basically, yeah, where you can see like the loose shale or gravel, that's deep enough that you're still wading.
Okay, so where I can still fight without swimming.
Yes.
Because
But if you are standing there, I do need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Sure. I will stand there and
Okay.
make it
You can feel the stuff burning your skin, but you push through it with pure willpower.
Well, I can take a
You're
little
technically
burn.
flanking. Yeah, I guess you're technically flanking though, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. There's I somehow lost my weapon in my inventory. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
2 hits.
Well, I guess it's good I flanked because. Okay, so that is not as great. 16 and 19.
Okay. That is. That is exactly enough to sever another head.
Oh.
Well,
Nice.
Swing. How badly do I get showered?
You get showered for 22 acid.
Ouch.
That's a lot.
So I hit less and they burn more.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
The arterial spray was just a bit too much.
Ugh.
Oops, that did -4 instead of reducing that to 4. There we go. This Hydra, by the way, like after you've severed its another head, like with your burning sword, it is looking like it is trying to retreat.
That's handy.
Man, I feel like we should kind of just let it.
Maybe?
But we'll see. Well, it might be a problem later.
Elizabeth,
with
you are
vengeance
up.
or something.
Okay, question. So obviously I've got the Storm Sphere lightning. Can I It just says doing a bonus action, so can I do that and another spell? Or do I have to do... Or...
Yes, so the bonus action of Storm Sphere is not a spell
Making
cast.
sure. Cool. That's good then. Because I think it's time we heat things up a bit. It's another 20-foot radius, so yeah. I guess centered there, sparing this poor guy.
Okay.
Fireball.
Okay, you cast a fireball that like air bursts out over the lake, showering them in flame. Roll it.
Whoosh.
Dexterity save.
Not bad.
And then yeah, bonus action lightning bolt on the one that's in the sphere, so I get
Okay.
advantage.
Hold your horses on that one because.
I might have killed it already.
Oh no, you did not kill it. It is looking very, very bad.
Then I'm gonna zap it.
Okay, cool.
I think this is the zap.
Wait, what was...
No, it's not the zap. That's the okay.
I assume you were going to say something, Rob?
No.
Oh, okay. That's because you just hold your horses.
Yeah, because I was calculating whether or not the Hydra was dead.
I see.
Ooh. Does that hit?
Which one? The 18?
Yeah. 'Cause I've got advantage.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Zap.
So the Hydra howls as the fireball explodes behind it. It turns to try and run and catches a lightning bolt full to the chest, and it collapses into the water.
Oh, no.
Grim, you have to sort of like throw yourself back a bit to avoid the swamping wave of water that rushes out towards you.
Sorry, Grim.
This is fine.
Grim will be fine.
That's all you can do, Elizabeth? Oh, you have movement.
Yeah, but I'm scared to move out of this thing's range because it'll opportunity attack me.
It will.
Then
I will also
then it'll just regular attack me, which is worse.
I will also be kind to you and tell you it gets a reaction for every single head it has.
Oh,
my
in that
God.
case, I'm staying where I am. I don't want to take
Damn.
5 reaction attacks. That's
That
bad.
would be so ridiculous.
Well,
That is awful.
technically, it can only take a reaction against a triggering event once. It cannot do 5 attacks against you. It just gets to attack 5
okay.
times as
Still.
reactions.
So it gets 5 individual reactions, but it can't attack with all.
Yeah, all 5 reactions have to be different triggering events.
Right. Okay.
No.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better.
Noted.
Does it?
Well, yeah, because it means I get attacked once instead of 5 times for moving.
Yeah.
Still not a fan, I gotta say.
I'll take being attacked once over potentially being attacked twice because they may now see me as a threat, seeing what I just did. So
Yeah.
I just want to be out of its range.
Okay, it will take a opportunity swing at you. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that does hit.
21 piercing damage. Chomp.
That's right. Ward holds. Oh yeah, I forgot. I always forget this feature, but Arya can technically add 10 HP back on because she had 10 temp HP from my ward.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
not 10,
yes.
sorry, 9.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get 9 HP back because my ward.
Yeah, 'cause the ward
technically
held,
gave you
yeah.
9 temporarily HP. Yeah, the ward didn't crack, so you got 9 temp HP.
Well, never going to complain about bonus health.
Yeah,
Nope.
I always forget about that feature.
Arya, you are up.
Pew.
Ah, unfortunate. You can only multi-shot once, by the way.
No. Okay.
So, yeah, unfortunately, the arrow goes wide. Lyra takes a swing.
A 27?
The 14.
Oh wait, never mind.
It's the 14. The first one was the natural one.
Never
Yeah, well,
mind.
You only attack once. You're not a fighter anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, like the Hydra is now like having been fireballed is now playing defensive, and you are unable to score a successful hit. Kelariis.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna turn around and hit this one next to me. Well, I say turn around, turn to the side, I suppose.
Yeah.
Moving won't really get me flanking, will it?
You would have to move out to like draw through more than 50% of the token, so you'd have to move to here, which means you would be swimming, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, you would.
Where I am. Yeah.
Yep.
Then I'll stay where I am and just kind of swing, I guess. Sorry.
It's double hit.
Wow, that's some sad radiant damage.
That is sad.
God, is this one looking?
After those two swings, not great.
I'm gonna smite. On the second one, just one of them. Just the first level.
Everyone knows you play Paladin not to cast any actual spells, but instead imbue your attacks with various flavors of smite.
Indeed.
I've been casting more spells lately, to be fair.
Well,
This guy disappears off the map.
You've done it quite a lot, especially the heals.
Yeah, I mean, I do lay on hands a lot, but sometimes I use the area heal.
I mean, yeah, there's only so much lay on hands you can do.
The poor wretch who is on this island, like cowering, is whipped off by the wind, flung into the water, and does not resurface.
Oh,
Well,
Bye.
I feel
you don't be like
only a
that
little-
sometimes.
Yeah, bye.
The Hydra.
What do you reckon's the worst way to go? Blown off an island into boiling sulfur water, or eaten by a Hydra?
Probably into boiling.
Yeah, I think the boiling. At least with eating, you'd be
Yeah.
over.
The
Wait,
the Hydra will disengage
Fair enough. I suppose.
and regenerate 10 hit points. Oops.
Actually, I just realized, does it not spray acid on Kelariis?
Oh yes, it does.
God damn it, Grim.
Grim's like,
Mini!
I'll be dead if I'm the only one being sprayed with
15.
Okay,
It literally was.
acid. Grim's like, I'll be down if I'm the only one getting sprayed with acid.
yeah, that's fair.
Everybody gets sprayed with acid.
Look,
Well,
Yeah. Oh, technically as well, Lyra will also get hit by that 15 because she was within 5 feet when it happened.
Oh no.
oh,
I'm sorry, Lyra.
I'm just making.
How much damage? 15.
15. Yep.
15. So it could be worse.
I was just like, hey, we forgot something, and it just keeps on getting worse.
Grim.
Like that Hydra still had 3 or 4, or yeah, it still had like 3 or 4 heads, right? The one that's fleeing.
The one that's fleeing still has 5.
Oh, it still had. Oh yeah, Grim.
None of the damage it took, apart from the damage from Kelariis, which was not enough to sever a head, was slashing.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case,
I just
I'm
set it
just
on fire.
gonna back off and
Okay.
move over here. Kind of like trying to shake myself dry, burn less.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
If you've ever spilled hot beverage on yourself, Grim is currently doing that shuffle.
Ow, ow, ow.
If
Except
you've ever
it's
stood in a pool of hot beverage, like oh no, that would.
If you've ever spilled acid on yourself.
That too.
Thankfully, I've never done that.
No.
I have actually done that.
Oh god.
Admittedly, not very strong acid, but
Yeah.
it was unpleasant.
Yeah,
I only spilled it on the kitchen like table, and now there's forever like some texture.
Texture. Well, that's a way to look at it, I suppose.
Cool. Elizabeth.
Cool. I guess Elizabeth would say, do we let it go?
Yeah, let it go. Like we don't gain anything from fighting it.
Yeah.
In that case,
Except
yeah, I
for
will
experience.
Oh,
But like,
maybe we should chase it.
in that case, I will
No, that was out of game comment.
yeah. I guess yeah. In that case, I just drop concentration, so
Okay.
no more storm sphere.
Cool.
It's
And
practice for if the bad guy once runs away.
yeah,
yeah.
two-
Oof.
yeah, there we go.
Okay.
It's gonna be away, and mostly towards where we want to go.
Arya, are you gonna do anything?
I mean, I'll probably shoot at it as it runs.
Okay, sure.
Shoot it in the butt.
Because fuck that guy.
Yeah, he bit.
I've got-
He bit,
I got plenty more of these arrows. Hit.
he bit you. He bit your dog. He sprayed your dog with acid.
Yeah,
Like,
he
come
sprayed
on.
Blair with acid. What the hell? You don't do that.
Yeah.
Admittedly,
Just
the
the
acid
acid
thing
that
wasn't
came
his
out of
fault.
the
It was
wound.
Kelariis' fault.
Sorry.
It's like, how dare
Kelariis?
you bleed on me? It's like that is.
There was someone in America who got fined for that.
Yes.
He bled on a police officer's uniform and was charged with destruction of property.
Wow. That actually tracks, so I'm not actually that surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelariis, what you doing?
Fucking let it go.
Okay.
I'll hold an action in case anything tries to like attack us, but I think
Cool. Yeah.
I was gonna put my javelin, but oh well.
In that case, the Hydra continues to move away, snatches this poor creature up in its jaws and devours it as it runs. And
that's right.
yeah,
Wow.
it heads out into the water and begins to swim.
Oh hey, at least we got XP for its snack, maybe.
I don't think we get that experience because we didn't kill it.
It died in
Yeah.
the encounter.
You know what we did kill though? We did kill this guy.
Yeah, so I guess if you guys let it go, then it leaves, disappears off, like slips below the surface of the water, and as it goes off to swim, you realise now what the serpentine things you saw surfacing previously were. It was not a number of snakes or whatever swimming. It was a hydra surfacing occasionally to breathe.
Oh, huh.
Not
Interesting.
fun.
Right.
Well, fortunately, we didn't have to.
Fight those ones.
Yeah.
So
must say,
yeah,
the wildlife here is bigger.
Well, aside from, well, yeah, those guys, yeah, but
Elizabeth points to the one creature that is still just like running in circles and yelping on this island.
yeah. There it goes. Look at it go. Do be running.
Do be running though.
Yeah. We should probably just head off because that thing might attract more of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the others.
Now that we know there is a plethora of Hydra.
Mm.
Well, we don't know it's called a Hydra, I guess.
Plethora of multi-headed lizard dragon-like thing.
Yeah. Whatever those things are, I don't want to be around them.
Well, I say,
Yeah.
Arya, give me a nature roll because you are a monster hunter
I'm a monster.
by
Yeah.
profession.
Nature is well,
Yeah.
my nature is
You would be able to suspect that it was in fact the mythical Hydra.
great.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
That's good. I'd rather fight a hydra than a five-headed dragon.
Because there's only one mythical five-headed dragon, and she is CR26.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, my brain was thinking of the Yu-Gi-Oh card, but yeah, that's terrifying as well.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a guaranteed level 20.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pretty close, though, aren't
if we kill
Yeah,
Tiamat,
we
we probably would hit 20th level. You're not wrong on that one.
We're
Probably
we're,
still over by
we're
far.
17,000 off roughly,
Oh, that's not awful, actually.
or like 16 and a bit.
Quick detour, let's go kill Tiamat.
Yeah,
Quick
quick
detour.
detour, we're gonna kill Tiamat.
grind
It's like, look, okay.
Gonna grind Tiamat for XP.
Oh my god.
It's like grinding a
That
raid
would be
boss.
If you ground.
God, could you imagine if we actually killed Tiamat?
I don't know what would happen. It would be really intense.
It'd be fucking chaos. I don't think those chromatic people we helped save would be very happy.
No. I think that we would actually start a war at that point.
I mean, there already is a war between them. I don't like. We'd probably just make the war worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we would-
technically
we would-
Tiamat started the war, but
and we would end it.
I don't think killing Tiamat would end it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would.
I don't
Well,
know about that.
Like,
Maybe
if
they would
Tiamat-
decide that without Tiamat we can't win and surrender. But then,
Like, I don't know how much Tiamat interferes, but
yeah,
that will.
or Bahamut for that matter.
I don't
Also,
know.
it's so weird. Something that's very weird. It's very weird trying to get used to Bahamut as a good guy when I play Final Fantasy 14.
yes.
Because Bahamut is not a good guy in that.
Yeah.
Bahamut do be very evil.
Yeah. I take it then you continue along the land bridge and continue following the directions of the compass.
Yes.
Cool. Well, we will use that to take an opportunity to have a break. And
Cool.
we'll be right back.